Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Very excited for today's beer, as I usually am. This one, actually, I might be more excited than normal, even. Comes courtesy of my man, Tom. Thank you so much, Tom. Really appreciate it. So, I'm going to talk about a couple things before I get into the beer review. So, if you don't care about that, you might want to skip ahead. Here's what the beer looks like. It is Prison City's Mass Riot out of Auburn, New York. And I do the proper glassware, which is part of what I'll be talking about in a sec. So, if you don't know this beer, it actually got a ton of hype in 2016. Paste Magazine does actually, they do, I think, a couple every year by style, blind beer tasting, and then they rank them, their least favorite to their favorite. In 2016, this actually was the number one pick. And actually, if memory serves me, it was the first time that Prison City actually made the IPA. So that's pretty, crazy. And then 2018, I don't remember about 2017, but 2018 they resubmitted it and it was still a top 10 pick. And again, this is blind, so a ton of hype about around this beer. Again, I don't know if I should say again. I don't remember if I said this or not. I've not had this beer before, but my man Tom has had it several times, and he was telling me he thinks it's better on draft. So he kept like warning me. He's like, "It's better on draft. Go there, get it on draft." But I'm sure if I can, it's fine. And anyway, speaking of being there, because I have been to the brewery before, just never lucky enough to get this there. So, just a little quick story. Shout out a friend of mine, Rick, died about a year and a half ago at the end of a hike. He just heart problem and died. And the last thing that he and I did for fun was went to Prison City. And this glass he actually bought there. So after he passed, I asked his wife if she wouldn't mind me having this glass since I had like sentimental value to me. It was the last place we hung out. He was a work friend, so besides seeing him at work, it was the last thing we had done together. And, she had no, sentimental attachment to this glass, so she was very nice to let me have it. So I do have the proper glassware for this beer. Very excited. It's 6.5% ABV. It is if you didn't catch, a New England style IPA. Specifically, the reason it's called Mass Riot is because it's like in that Massachusetts style, the Trillium, the treehouse kind of a thing. They also do is it called Riot in Vermont or Vermont Riot, which is more like a heady topper kind of experience. That one I did have, not on camera though. But anyway, yeah, super excited to try this. Well, it's hazy. Doesn't have, besides ABV, doesn't have any other, although it is a cool label. It doesn't have the hops, doesn't have like IBUs or anything like that. And it's just under 2 weeks old at this point. So let's see. Yeah, nice gold orange color, almost exactly 2 fingers ahead, um, like that bone white kind of a thing. Small, actually small, somewhat soapy bubbles. Yeah, looks like it's in that vein of a New England style IPA for sure. Let's get into the aroma. A lot of soft, sweet citrus, very ripe, and mango. Those are the things that like really popping out at me. Some pineapple as well. And again, it's very sweet, very ripe smelling. I'm going to assume based on the 6.5% ABV and the fact it's an IPA, the taste will be more bitter than I'm getting this aroma because the aroma makes me think it's going to be like super sweet. I'm trying to look for like an earthy or dank note, but it's very juice like. The head is breaking up into these like really soapy kind of sudsy bubbles. Yeah, some sweet pineapple, like I said. Skews I'm actually about 50-50 citrus and tropical fruits for me. Smells awesome. Let's get to the taste. Cheers. Actually, the bitterness is a little less than I was thinking it would be. Okay. It's there, but it's not. I had what was it? What was it from Other Half recently? Flaked something. I forget what it was. One of the ones that the I Drink Beer guys sent. And that one was more bitter than I was thinking. This one's actually a little bit less bitter. But anyway, so it does have a level of bitterness. So it does drink like an IPA, but it's definitely not the most bitter, hazy New England style kind of thing IPA that I've had lately. I'm getting more citrus in the taste, and again, in the aroma is about half and half, tropical and citrus. Orange, an actual orange juice, but also orange zest, a little bit of lemon zest in there as well. Man, when I first take a gulp, I get it's almost straight orange juice, and then that bitterness kicks in, and that's when that zest comes in. It's very high percentage citrus, which I love. That's totally fine with me. Good mouthfeel without it's medium and like slightly plus. It's I never thought of like a big mouthfeel as distracting, but like I'm kind of noticing with this one, the fact that it's not a bigger mouthfeel, it's not taking away from the flavor that's there. And I know I haven't explained a lot of flavor because it is so citrusy, but like I could totally see how if this had like lactose or something in it that yeah sure it'd have a bigger mouthfeel. It might kind of step on just how nice, almost like balanced wow, it's pretty. I get it. Like this beer is not, um, although citrus forward, it is not like here's all these other flavors working together. Then shoots off how crazy citrus this is. I think of it. I did that one too many times. It's a good beer. Yeah, I mean, we're talking like 85% citrus. Just to give something new to say, since I'm 7 minutes in and have said a lot of the same thing. Um, I actually get a little soft melon. There is some of that mango got in the aroma. Not getting the pineapple I got in the aroma. Here's what hops are in this. I'm going to say it's citrusy hops. Um, there's a little green onion in there. I mean, basically, what I'm getting out of this beer, again, good mouthfeel without being overpowering. The flavors, although citrus dominant, it does not drink like it's out of whack. A well balanced beer for the style for sure. Excuse me, jeez. Yeah, not surprised that people like this. Count me in as someone who likes this beer. It's just easy drinking, full flavor. It's not one note, but it's so dominant one note that's just it's so enjoyable. I feel like I'm rambling at this point. I swear this is the only beer I've had today, so I don't know why. But thanks again, Tom, for saying. I really appreciate that. I look forward to drinking the rest of this. Check me out on Instagram and Tapped. No hype beer reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.